All right, moving on to number 12. In a math game, Rob reads 4 statements about the number 51. He has to pick a true statement to win the game. Which statement should Rob choose? So they're all about is 51 divisible by these certain numbers. So just go through, is 51 divisible by 2? No, because 51 is not even. Only even numbers can be divisible by 2. Is 51 divisible by 3? The rule for 3 is if you add up your digits, they should be divisible by 3. So 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 is divisible by 3, so 51 is divisible by 3. B. 13. Eliza uses 17 connecting cubes to make a model of a kitchen. The kitchen model is in the shape of a rectangle and is 1 cube high. How many different ways could Elijah make the model of the kitchen? Think about this logically, guys. If you were going to draw this on a grid, and it has to be 1 cube high, but 17 connecting cubes, there's only one way you can make this. 1 cube high, but there's 17 of them. You can't make it 3 ways, you can't make it no ways, you can't make it 17 ways. There's one way. You want to make 17 in a row, which would be one way that you can make the model of the kitchen. Moving on to the next page. Janice spent $54 on some pairs of pants. Each pair of pants cost the same whole dollar amount. How many pairs of pants could she have bought? So I would just go through your answers A, B, C, and D and see which number is divisible by 54. Your first one would be, can 3 go into 54? It actually can. It's your first answer. 5 plus 4 is 9. So 9 is divisible by 3, which means 3 is divisible by 54. 4, 5, and 7 do not work. 15, Caitlin's teacher wrote a row of numbers with the pattern 75, 68, 70, 63, 65, 58, 60. What is the rule for the pattern? So you want to look at your first two. How do you get from 75 to 68? You subtract 7. So I'm going to put minus 7 here. How do you get from 68 to 70? You add 2. So I'm going to put plus 2. Now, that's what you see now. So I would go to your next one. Your next one should be minus 7. 70 minus 7 would get you to 63. 63 plus 2 should get you to 65. So this is your rule. I know you can do it 2 times, but I would just check another 4 times just to make sure that your rule stands the same as you did on the first 2 numbers. So it would be C. 16. Miss Ayers wrote a bonus problem on the board. If Jason correctly answers, he will get extra computer time. The problem is to write a statement that correctly relates the numbers 5 and 10. Which should Jason write? Go through your answers A, B, C, and D, and which one makes the most sense. This one's saying 5 is a multiple of 10. If you know the word multiple, that means that you're skip counting by tens. So 10, 20, 30, 40. 5 is not a multiple of 10. Now, 10 is a factor of 5. If you're going to draw a factor tree of 5, 10 would not be on your tree. Moving on, C. 10 is a common multiple of 5 and 10, which is true. If you were going to make a multiple chart of these, there would be 10 on each one. So C is the correct answer. 17. A store in Roger's neighborhood sells boxes of pencils that have 3 pencils in each box. Roger brought several boxes of pencils at the store. Which could be the number of pencils that he brought? You want to think about A, B, C, or D. Which number is divisible by your answer of 3? So 3 can't go into 16. 3 can go into 21. 3 can't go into 25, and 3 can't go into 32. So it is B. There are 21 pencils that he bought. 18. Elena had 10 tiles to arrange in the rectangular design. She drew a model of the rectangle she could make with 10 tiles. What can Elena, or I don't even know how to say her name, Elena, conclude about the number 10 from her model? Go through your answers. Which one makes the most sense? I observe that I see two models for the number 10. You can have a row of 10 and 2 rows of 5. So number 10 is a prime number, which is not true. Prime only means it has 1 in itself. 10 is a composite number. That's right. That's a true statement. So it is B. It's not. 10 is neither prime or composite. Only 1 is neither. And 10 is both a prime and composite number. Doesn't even make sense. Not even a real thing. 19. Roberto wrote the number 60. If the rule is subtract 3, what is the fifth number in Roberto's problem? Or pattern, I'm sorry. So write the problem, start out with 60, and follow the rule till you get to the fifth number. So 60 minus 3 would be 57. Minus 3 from 57 would get you to 54. Minus 3 from 54 would get you to 51. And then minus 3 to get you to 48. Fifth number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 48 would be your fifth number. 20. Julie used chalk to write numbers on the chairs for field day. She marked the number 4 on the first chair. Her rule was add 5. What numbers did she write on the first 6 chairs? So she started out with the number 4. She marked the number 4, and her chair was to add 5 for the next 6 chairs. So let's start with 4. Add 5 to 4, which would be 9. Which one only has 4 and 9? Think about it. Add 5 to 9, you get 14. Add 5 to 14, you get 19. So which one matches this pattern? B. All right, 21. Maria tells her friend that she is learning about prime numbers in math class. Her friend writes down 4 numbers and asks Maria to choose the prime number. Which number should she choose? So she writes down a number. Look at your choices. 21, 23, 25, and 27. Which number is prime? It only has 1 in itself as factors. B. I would make a rainbow for each one just to see which one only has 1 in itself as factors. 22. Ben and Irie made a secret code. They wrote down numbers of the code so they could remember the pattern. 7, 12, 10, 15, 13, 18, 16, and 21. What should be the next number? You want to look at what you're doing, what number comes after it, what's happening. So 7 to 12 is plus 5. 12 to 10 is minus 2. Let's see if the next one is plus 5. 10 to 15 is plus 5. Perfect. And 15 to 13 is minus 2. So keep going with that pattern. Plus 5, minus 2. This will be plus 5. So this should be minus 2. So 21 minus 2 would be 19. B. What's my rule for 23? Complete the function table. So first, look at your first one. How do you get from 4 to 20? You can add 16. You can multiply by 5. Let's see which one makes the most sense. 7 plus 16 is not 35, but 7 times 5 is 35. So I think it's times 5. 3 times 5 would give you 15. Something times 5 would get you 40, which is 8. 10 times 5 would be 50. And 11 times 5 is 55. So the rule is multiply by 5.